Welcome to section 11.4. This is the 106th session of the CISSP exam prep series. In this session, we'll tour the everyday protocols that live at the top of the stack. We'll answer several questions. How should you think about this whole family? Which remote access and file transfer protocols must you retire? How do the email protocols differ? And how do you secure them? What separates plain web traffic from secure? And which management and service protocols round out the set? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because these protocols and their ports are the raw material of firewall rules and hardening checklists. Imagine you inherit a network and find an old service still accepting plaintext logins. Recognizing which protocols are safe, which are obsolete, and which secure replacement to reach for is exactly the judgment a security professional applies every week. How should you think about this whole family? As a set of specialized couriers, each with its own job and its own street address. These application layer protocols handle specific tasks, moving files, carrying mail, serving web pages, or reporting device health. Each one listens on a numbered port, its address on the machine. The recurring theme you must internalize is simple. Many of the originals send everything in clear text, and for each one there is now an encrypted successor you should use instead. Which remote access and file transfer protocols must you retire? The plaintext ones. The old terminal access protocol sends commands and even passwords in the clear, so replace it with the secure shell. The classic file transfer protocol likewise exposes credentials and data, so move to its secured variants. Its trivial cousin needs no authentication at all and should simply be avoided. Picture mailing a postcard that anyone in the sorting office can read. That is what these legacy protocols do with your login. Swap the postcard for a sealed envelope. How do the email protocols differ, and how do you secure them? 3 protocols do the heavy lifting, and each has an encrypted form. One protocol carries mail from a client to a server and between servers, and you should run it wrapped in transport layer security. 2 more pull messages down into a mail client. The older one simply downloads and removes, while the newer one can sync, fetch just headers, and manage messages on the server. Both should only run in their encrypted forms. The rule holds across all 3. If it is not encrypted, assume someone can read the mail. What separates plain web traffic from secure web traffic? Exactly one thing: encryption. The basic web protocol moves page elements from server to browser in clear text, readable by anyone in the path. Its secure form is the same protocol wrapped in transport layer security, which shields the whole exchange. This is the single most visible example of the pattern we keep seeing. Same job, but one version is a glass envelope and the other is opaque. On any modern site, the encrypted form is the only acceptable choice. Which management and service protocols round out the set? Several that keep infrastructure running. One protocol hands out addressing configuration to devices as they boot, saving you from touching each machine. Others spool print jobs, share files between different systems, or provide a graphical interface to command line systems. And several of these are safest when tunneled inside a VPN. Finally, there is the network management protocol used to collect health and status from routers, switches, and firewalls across your environment. Its early versions sent authentication text in the clear, so insist on the modern, encrypted version. Its status alerts, called traps, notify your console the moment a threshold is crossed. So let's bring it together. Application layer protocols are specialized couriers, each on its own numbered port. The unifying lesson is that legacy plaintext protocols have secure successors, and you should always reach for the encrypted one. Retire the old terminal and file transfer protocols in favor of secure shell and its secured variants. Run all 3 mail protocols and the web protocol wrapped in transport layer security. Tunnel the riskier service protocols through a VPN and use only the modern encrypted network management version. When in doubt, choose the sealed envelope over the postcard. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.